Howdy friends and neighbors, old Doc here. We're back on the Onan in the Melrose 444 Bobcat. I don't know, this thing, it has me befuddled, I guess. Like I said, it was running out of gas. I shut it off, and the only gas that was actually in it was in the fuel line. I went and got more gas, poured in it, came and tried to start it again, and it was locked up. So I guess what I'm after today, I'm going to pull the spark plugs out and run the scope down. I want to see what the inside of the cylinders look like. I'm kind of wondering also, you know, I wondered if the hydraulic pump had locked up. I'm wondering if one of the magnets in the flywheel let loose and is jammed up. Because, you know, like I said, I don't know why it would be running, you know, running out of gas. I shut it off before it completely quit, and go to start it again and it's locked up. You know, I just find that odd. Anyway, let's pull this plug out and we'll run the scope down in there. Let's see what the plug looks like first. I loosened it up before I started the camera going. This ratchet and extension I've had since I was 13 years old. And I've got all the sockets except one. When I was a teenager, I loaned them to a friend who was working on his heap, and when I got it back, one of the sockets was missing. I even have the box. Man, look at that plug. Let me see if I can try to get you in. Holy cow. That is something else. I think before we even started moving snow and stuff, I pulled these. Well, maybe I just pulled this plug out. I don't know. I don't remember for sure. Let me get you guys set up, get the scope out, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I know this isn't going to be the easiest, but let's see what we can do here. There's the spark plug hole. We're going down in. Going down in. There, I'm hitting the top of the piston, I believe. There's the hole. I'm trying to knocking crapola down in there. A lot of crap on that head, isn't there? A lot of carbon buildup, it looks like. Okay, I believe this over here is the cylinder wall, and this is the top of the piston. I may be mistaken. Maybe the other way around. I don't know. Can't tell. If I could turn the engine over a little bit, then we could see what moves and what don't. Anyway, okay, that's what's inside that one. Man, I can't believe the build up. I guess one of these days when I pull this engine out, we're going to have to well, my camera's about dead. Or my scope. I'm gonna shut this off and bring you back when we get ready to probe the other cylinder. Okay, we got the other plug pulled out. It's not as bad. It's bad enough. It's sooted up, crusted over. Breaks right off. I mean, wouldn't take nothing to clean the plugs back up. That plug right there, it wasn't much more than finger tight. Right there's where she goes. I don't know. I'm gonna set you guys up for sure. So we can all see what the heck's going on down there. Now this is Thursday morning. I guess I'll do that right there. Well, not morning. It's like around noon. Probably about 60 degrees. Really nice. It's drying up. We got just a little bit of snow left. Cowboy Bob is on the radio in the shed there, playing the oldies. I don't have a cord ran out here. Otherwise I'd have the radio on in here and take a chance on getting spanked by YouTube for copyright or some crap. Not the Cowboy Bob or Powell Broadcasting. I don't think they really care if I have them on in the background or not, to be honest with you. Now my scope, it's about the battery's about dead in it. I used it here a few weeks ago. I was up at Dad's and we were working on my grandson's 2010 John Deere. Put a new voltage regulator in it, cleaned up the points. We were having trouble with it shutting off, just, I mean, whenever, and then sometimes it wouldn't start. Turns out either the key switch is bad or the wire going from the key switch to the coil is bad. And I know that wire isn't much good because you can see cracks in it where it comes out of the wire loom in the harness going to the coil. So we're gonna have to probably be, anyway, we use this camera and a lot of carbon buildup in there. Also, on top, I think this is the piston on the left-hand side. God, look at the carbon in there. I don't think I've ever seen I think that's the top of the piston on the right and the cylinder wall on the left. I could be mistaken. Anyway, a lot of barnacles in there, SpongeBob. A lot of barnacles. I wonder if that's the piston, the top of the piston there on the left. Can't be. I don't know. One of these days, I'm going to pull this out, and we're going to pull the heads off, and then we'll know the rest of the story. But I'll put these plugs and stuff, or this plug back in, and put this camera back in the box here in a little bit. What we're after today, other than I wanted to look that over, is I made the decision I'm going to pull this alternator out of here and put it on the M. That I've gone over the wiring a dozen times, checking and rechecking, make sure the wiring wasn't messed up. Had the voltage regulator on it, or not voltage regulator, the multimeter, checking it, things. I got the 912 light on there, so when you turn the ignition on, it lights up. I'm not getting, when you start the tractor, when you first start the tractor, the gauge shows about, it flips over to about 2 or 3 amps just for a couple of seconds, and then that's it. I mean, it's not putting Shine-Ol out. So yeah, I got the hood off. I'm gonna pull this alternator off, switch them out, and be done with it, hopefully. So this alternator, it was crap right from Amazon, apparently. So I'll bring it back when we get over here. Well, we got the alternator swapped out. I don't know what the difference is between this one and that other one. That other one, I had the alternator clear out here. I couldn't even latch this corner of the hood. So I ordered a belt that was, I don't know, 1 inch or 2 inches shorter, which I have. But the belt that I got on there, it's plenty tight, and I'm all the way in, clear up to the valve cover gasket, or the valve cover back there. So, sounds like the wind blew my hood over. We got everything hooked up, wired up, and let's see what we have. I've been in town a dozen times to the parts store to get different things. I can't ever remember to get battery cable ends. Turn the switch on. Let's pull the choke out. Oop, I got the gas shut off. Hang on a sec. We just well turn the gas on. Give it a fighting chance anyway, right? If this ain't it, then I don't know what the hell the deal is. Okay, let's start over. Choke out, switch out. The little light, I don't know if you can see it right there, it's on. Oh, yeah, there, see, here's my battery cable issue. Yeah, maybe it's the ground side, the side that I have the vice grips on. Give that a spin. Okay, switch is still on, choke's out, hit the starter switch. Let me get you guys up there, maybe try to. There we go. Charging like it's supposed to. So, guess what that tells me is all that fighting and rechecking and double checking and pissing around, that other alternator was no good. There we have it. That makes me happy. I've had this tractor I don't know how many years, and I've wanted to put a alternator on it. Talked about putting an alternator on it from day one, never did. Now we got one on there and it's working according to the gauge. Anyway, friends and neighbors, this video has gone on long enough. Sorry I didn't get anything out Sunday. I'm still having issues from all the smoke and everything, so I haven't been getting a whole lot done outside anyway. I mean, I've been out and monkeying around and keeping old cornbread busy. Speaking of the little orange devil, I don't know where he's at. He might be up there on the deck in his chair wanting to go in and get something to drink and something to eat. He was out here milling around earlier. Anyway, I'm going to throw the hood back on here and button this thing up. And like I said, we'll get to that Bobcat. I just, I don't, with replacing the furnace and all the cleanup we've had to do with the house and fixing and everything, I really don't want to spread myself too thin and spend extra money right now for an engine on the Bobcat. But we will pull the head off of that Onan when we pull it out of there. And but I'm gonna put a Vanguard in it, 23 horse Vanguard. Unless something pops up between now and then, that's what's going to happen. So friends and neighbors, between the M and the Bobcat, I did get the Bobcat in there by myself. Matthew's going to come home last week and help me get it back in there, but we had snow in the forecast, or rain, and we did get a little bit of snow. It's gone now, but I'm glad I got it in there. It took some jostling around with the old M here, and pushing and pulling and switching angles and what have you, and finally I got it back in this area here, kind of backed that direction. Hooked a log chain around the axles, ran a chain through the front of the lean-to there, and up there where Pearl's sitting, hooked it onto the bucket, pulled it back in there, and got her back in there where she belongs and where Cornbread can go up, sit on his seat, because that's his favorite spot. The sun shines in there, he's out of the wind and the weather. And so anyway, I got it in there. I do have to get the bucket picked up. I'm waiting for it to dry up a little bit. Pick the bucket up and go put it on the flatbed trailer. I can sit there on that for now. And but anyway, thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing to all the new subscribers, and hopefully I can hold your interest and all that. I mean, things are kind of slow right now, but hopefully they pick up and get back. There's the, I don't know if you can see it, the medical helicopter. He's going through the tree branches right now. That's our life flight for the area. They do quite a bit of flying. I mean, every time they go over, they're not necessarily out on a rescue call. They the Sioux Gateway Airport, it's right across the river there over the top of the horse trailer, and they go over and get fuel, and they have to fly so many hours and all that to keep current. So anyway, I'm off track. Friends and neighbors, there he is. Ha! How you doing, Cornbread? Huh? Meow? Grumpy? Are you hungry? Is that what it was all about? You had to tell me how hungry you are? A little peckerwood. Yeah. Little buddy. You weren't much help today. No. You weren't much help. You didn't help me work on the bobcat or nothing. So he's probably waiting for me to put the hood back up here on the M. This is another place he likes to lay, right up on here. So anyway, friends and neighbors, thanks for watching and subscribing and leaving comments. If you have any comments on that Onan, hey, what I know about Onan engines. So let me get the tools off there for you. So if you got any ideas, or there you go, buddy. Yeah, king of the mountain again, aren't you? If you guys have any ideas about the Onan engine, I mean, parts are, from what I've seen online and stuff, parts are just obsolete. So I want something with a little bit more power, and I may not have the torque with the Vanguard, I don't know, but like I said from the very start, all I wanted was something to do snow cleanup. You know, not well, that was short-lived. Not you know, for higher snow cleanup crap. That's way out of the question. Anyway, friends and neighbors, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, do something kind for a friend, a stranger, or a loved one. And with that, happy trails.